At a regular meeting of the Board of the Trustees of the Village of Fredonia duly called and held on the 26th day of September 2011 at 7:30 p.m. in the Trustees' Room, second floor, Village Hall, Fredonia, New York, and a public notice of the time and place of the meeting has been given to the news media and conspicuously posted in one or more designated public locations in accordance with Section 104 of the Open Meetings Law.
Whereas members of this board present at the meeting have read the official minutes of the Board of Trustees regular meeting of September 12, 2011, now therefore be resolved, this board approves the minutes as entered in the official minutes, and be further resolved the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Reports.
No reports tonight.
Great. Correspondence?
Correspondence was received from Danny McKinney, Assistant Professor of Psychology at SUNY Fredonia, asking permission to hold the 8th Annual Out of the Darkness Walk to raise awareness for suicide prevention on October 15, 2011, from 1 p.m. until 3 p.m.
Be it resolved at the request of Danny McKinney on behalf of SUNY Fredonia to hold the 8th Annual Out of the Darkness Walk on October 15, 2011, beginning at 1 p.m., starting at the campus, the clock tower, and proceeding down various village sidewalks back to the clock tower is hereby approved, subject to the direction of the police department and provided the walk is restricted to the sidewalks. This approval is also subject to the receipt of a certificate of insurance in the amount of $1 million, naming the village as an additional insured, which the village has received.
I'll do the first one, you do the second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Correspondence was received from the Secretary of the M.M. Fenner Host Company to transfer the name of Catherine Van Valkenburg from the active role to the honor roll.
Be resolved the name Catherine Van Valkenburg, Dunkirk, is hereby transferred from the active role to the honor roll of the M.M. Fenner Host Company effective immediately.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
A letter dated September 22nd, 2011 was received from Mayor Stephen Keith recommending James McPhillip to the zoning board.
Be resolved that James McKillop of Fredonia is hereby appointed to the Zoning Board of Appeals, which term should expire April 2016.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Correspondence dated September 15, 2011 was received from Joy Harper, Library Director of the Barker Hart Library, notifying the village of a leak which has occurred in the museum hallway leading to Day Street.
And that has been addressed. Resolution. Mr. Seary. All right. Public portion. Would anyone like to say anything? Jack? Sir, would you like to address the board?
Little shout out.
Well, you're here, you have to.
Yeah. Are you here for a civics class?
Yeah.
And they didn't tell you about the speech?
What did he say?
What did you say? They didn't tell him about the speech, did they?
No.
You know, and that you're on TV right now. You want to wave at everyone at home? You want to introduce yourself?
Billy Fitzgerald.
Oh, okay. Are you one of Dr. Fitzgerald's sons?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Youngest one.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Thanks
Nice
for
to meet
coming
you too.
in. Jack, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'd just like to mention for the residents that the next brush collection in the village will be the week of October 12th. And that anybody who's bringing material to the street department yard, we ask that you please empty your bags, empty your containers, place the bags or whatever you brought the stuff in the container receptacles that we have provided for your use. And we appreciate your cooperation.
As I drove by today, I noticed a lady throwing bags out of her truck on the pile. And I yelled out the window.
Pull
To let her know. Unbag them. Just to give them a heads up. I don't think it worked.
Well, that's the end of resolution, or the end of the public portion. Let's go into resolutions.
Be it resolved that Daniel Aldrich, Fredonia, is hereby appointed to the position of part-time firefighter per his eligibility on the Chautauqua County Civil Service Examination Certificate of Eligibility Candidates for Firefighters. Based on his rank of number 1 at a rate of pay of $12 per hour with no other benefits, effective September 26, 2011, subject to all civil service rules and regulations, Mr. Aldrich has completed all his necessary training required of this position.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that Kirk Miller, 124 Seymour Street, Fredonia, is hereby appointed to the position of part-time firefighter per his eligibility on the Chautauqua County Civil Service Examination Certification of eligible candidates for firefighters, based on his rank of number 1 at a rate pay of $12 per hour with no other benefits, effective September 26, 2011, subject to all civil service rules and regulations. Mr. Miller's appointment is contingent of his completion of required training for this position by April 2012.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be resolved that the Mayor, Board of Trustees, Village Attorney, and Village Administrator are hereby authorized to attend the Chautauqua County Chamber of Commerce Annual Awards Banquet on Thursday, October 6, 2011, at the Chautauqua County Suites Meeting and Expo Center.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be resolved that Christine Decker is hereby removed from the position of Assistant Clerk to Justice and appointed to the position of Short-Term Temporary Assistant to Clerk to Justice at $18.39 per hour, effective August 8, 2011 to October 16, 2011, subject to all civil service rules and regulations.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be resolved that the regular and overtime payrolls of the various village departments and bills approved by the Finance Committee and set forth in Abstract 421 are hereby approved and directed paid.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the resignation of Mindy Spinuzza as senior account clerk with the Village of Fredonia is hereby accepted effective October 12, 2011, and the mayor is hereby authorized to write a letter to Ms. Spinuzza thanking her for her service to the Village of Fredonia.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the attached schedule of the final budget transfers for 2010 through 2011 pursuant to Section 5-520 of the village law is hereby approved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized to sign a waiver on the 30-day liquor license notice for Omerta Inc., doing business as Dunes, 26 Water Street, Fredonia.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the village place a publicity advertisement in the Chautauqua County Travel Guide promoting the Village of Fredonia at a cost not to exceed $309.38.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the training request of Jack Bowen, Street Superintendent, to attend Public Works Training School in Saratoga Springs, New York, October 23rd through the 27th, 2011, is hereby approved at a cost not to exceed $1,235. This conference is sponsored by the New York Conference of Mayors and will give Mr. Bowen required contact hours needed for water distribution license.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Two more.
Okay, go ready.
Be it resolved
Oh, yeah, that's the other one.
that the RO Foundation, which assists patients and families with unexpected transportation expenses, to hold a Friends West Fest on October 22nd, 2011, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m., as set forth in their letter dated September 21st, 2011. Be it further resolved that the open container ordinance be suspended during the event and only within the sidewalk area on the west side of Main Street from Coglins to Center Street. And be it further resolved that Center Street be closed from Main Street to Church Street during the hours of the event for a band, and the meters also be bagged during the hours of the event. Be it further resolved that the street superintendent provide necessary barrels and any other equipment necessary to designate the area to be used for the festival. Be it further resolved that the RO Foundation provide the village with a liability insurance artifact showing that the village as an additional insured in the amount of at least $1 million. Be it further resolved that the event be subject to the direction of the village police department.
I think I forgot to answer.
Wow. It gets worse as it goes down.
Take it.
Insurance.
Calm down.
I'm pretty calm. Insurance certificate?
Yeah.
I think you had
I think
that.
I had that in there.
is after the first resolve at the very end, it's hereby granted. We just added that their request is hereby granted in the first resolution. Although
Oh,
the phrase is left off, yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna second that now. Is that
All
okay?
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you, Sam.
Be resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized to send a letter to the U.S. Department of Defense, Office Inspector General, U.S. Government Accountability Office, and other agencies the mayor has deemed appropriate, informing them of the unauthorized and excessive charges of the U.S. Corps of Engineers regarding the Fredonia Stream Bank Erosion Control Project and requesting their assistance.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Thank you.
That's how we do business.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, do we have another motion?
I just have a couple things, if I could.
Go right ahead.
We do have the Halloween parade coming up on the 29th of October. Yes, it's about 4 weeks away. Anyone interested in attending or a float or a group, please send in your request to the Fredonia Recreation Department, Jack Schwartz. And then also, even though summer is over, there are many kids out playing. I just request that many of the drivers, students, locals, please slow down on side streets and in heavily played areas, playgrounds. Thank you.
Joe, are you dressing up this year?
I don't know, I'm telling
Okay.
Anybody else have anything for the good of the cause?
Nope.
Anybody want to?
Make a motion to exit.
Do I have a second on that?
I'll
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? We're
What's
done.
that? Yeah, I apologize.